terms of giving away your kills, lowering your economy, giving chances for the opposition to come back into the rounds when they shouldn't have, it is fairly sloppy plays. We need to see more discipline from the star players from Flush Gaming. They can no longer be throwing those pivotal and crucial rounds.
Yeah, they need to get their heads held high, reset themselves, and actually start to play some high-quality CS now, Snods, as there is no room for mistakes. If they lose this map, they will lose everything, and that'll be TyLoo working their way through to the final and grabbing that major qualifier spot. But let's see, Snods, we're diving in. TyLoo starting off on that CT side. Flash Gaming will be your tease here on Cash.
Already 3 players towards sandbags from TyLoo. This is a big counter read from the side of TyLoo. Is it going to pay off, though?
Oh, they try and go for the early aggression as TyLoo. This could have been a massive round if they actually did swarm in over the boost play. Or somebody, though, already in a fantastic angle, but he goes down. Carcer! That was a sick shot.
It was indeed, as Flush Gaming going to be grouping towards A main. 5 players towards A, as they have a smoke for the cross and a Molotov for quad as well. But can Bondic go huge once more?
Bondic needs to go big. He's tagged down only 6 HP. He'll actually get burnt out, barely so as well. They raised the temperature and he fell away. Bentet trying to push back in and actually get the trades off as Kays will find another frag into the round. Bentet going to get one. It's all on him now as he will get the second kill. Trying to switch out to a Glock. They face towards him as well. Looked like there could have been some room for shenanigans there, but Flash Gaming eventually recover themselves, compose themselves, and get that opening pistol.
Deja vu to Inferno, where Flash Gaming claimed the first pistol. So on the T side now, they will be going off to a good start. 1-0. As for TyLoo, if they go for the 4-4 spy, Cash is one of those maps where if the Ts win the pistol and they force, 4 or 5-man 4 from the CT side, suddenly go into the first buy round, the second buy round, Flash Gaming should have such a big advantage because you're going to be looking at a lack of smokes towards the sites, a lack of Molotovs as well towards boost, and flashbangs to aid the players towards middle and your CT defense. Nevertheless, Summer finds the first as Captain Mo is taken swiftly out of the server.
Oh, DD as well. Actually finds that frag back on towards Summer. This hasn't gone too well as they get that trade back through. Obviously, that's a rifle now in the hands of TyLoo as they begin to reshuffle and set up this defense.
4 versus 4. As DD will equalize the manpower across both teams. Carcer, only for the mid-face. But right now, TyLoo have complete control of A main. They're going to be leaving just DD alone towards the B site with the AK. Somebody goes for a peek towards middle, gets spotted by Carcer. So now TyLoo knows, that Flash Gaming are situated towards middle.
Oh, attacker trying to get that shot off towards mid. Will get a tag down as they slowly want to reset themselves. Lovey as well actually finds Bentet as he'll pop his cranium with a Mac 10. Bondic taking a fair bit of damage, and he left on 13 HP as the push is coming towards him. The CZ will get them soft and supple, but no frags just yet.
Somebody towards Car. Here's the steps from Carcer, but eventually we'll go for the peak. Actually, no one holding for the car push.
Oh, he's allowed to just walk straight out, but Carcer can just reface. Obviously, the Mac 10 will make quick work of him. DD as well going to commit to the save now, as what would be the reasoning of throwing this AK and armor away?
Exactly. You may as well take your bets, take your chances into round number 3 instead. And we could be seeing, 4-man stack, maybe a 3-man push, a 4-man push towards B from TyLoo. Trying to bait for the AK, but that's if the AK can survive into the next round. And no, it will not. Attacker will find the kill eventually onto DD. So, 2-0. No one from TyLoo surviving into round number 3. As they did go for the 5-man force by Jack. And I said before, you can really cause yourself to fall down into a rut where you go 0-5 down because you force by after losing the pistol. You lose that. You are 0-3 down after losing the pistol, and versus the force by the eco, you're 0-5 down, and then going into the first buy round, you lack a Molotov, you lack the smokes, you lack an AWP to potentially anchor towards one of the sites, and then suddenly, you lose that first buy round, you go 0-4 down, you're into a low buy again. 0-5 is very, very easy for the Ts to basically create if they can win that pistol in convincing fashion.
There's the entry as well, as Mo will be spotted out by Summer towards that B bomb site as they go for this play through. B obviously incredibly open. They've conceded it and given to him for free, so once they realize the welcome mat is there, they will secure it, clear the angles, get the bomb plant, get the additional cash. They can then hunt a little bit as well. Lovey, I'd like to see go for the extension and try and find a couple of kills with that Mac 10. They do actually take down Summer, though, as they peek like a firing squad with those USPs and hope for the absolute best.
Yeah, I mean, right now for Flash Gaming, they're going to go for the peaks. Lovey wants to get those kills on the Mac 10, try and stack up as much cash as possible going forward into the buy rounds. Bentet now last alive with the USP. Gets the drop on one player. Actually, we'll find that kill onto Casa. Goes for the 180, trying to get that dink, but doesn't quite connect it. Trying to run towards Ven. There's no gun to salvage. There's no AK to save into the next round. Eventually will be taken down. 3-0 as we're now going to be met by the first buy round of cash.
Yeah, finally M4's going to be coming out. It's that TyLoo squad. No longer have to be on the back pedal. This is where they can try and step up and display the level of prowess we saw on the first map. Will Flash be able to deal with it, though? Obviously, that T side they have shown in the past they can be incredibly effective on.
Exactly. But will it get to that situation? 5 M4s from TyLoo. Captain Mo went for the force buy into the second round, which means no AWP for him. We saw as well on the T side in Inferno how pivotal his AWP can be. Regardless, those Flash leave the bomb outside A main. They're going to be playing the default, leaving Summer across towards B, and then spreading out thinly across the map.
Now you're going to come through. Oh, attack with a double entry as he finds those shot snods. Bondic as well, hoping to try and respond here as the push is coming around. He's getting sidelined as they swiftly make their way in. Bondic going to find one kill, but there's Attacker for another one. 3 kills already. All sick headshots.
Pushing towards Car now as he wants to try and get the ace. Captain Mo manages to get in towards Connector before being spotted by Attacker. We'll find 1 kill onto Summer, 2 versus 3. But they are lacking the kit. And still, Attacker there towards Car, hoping to try go for the ace.
Gonna go for the jump face and another kill. 4 headshots already to his name. Back-to-back frags as he just unleashes hell upon TyLoo.
Yeah, I mean, what can you really do? You go for that peek towards A main. You just get exactly what the Doctor ordered. Demolished by Attacker. We expected a big performance on Cash. It's basically been his best map so far in the Asian minor. 20 kills in the first half versus Renegades. 36 kills in the last map versus MVP. And we can see why. On this T side, he has a ball of fury charging into these sites.
Yeah, it is very true indeed. He runs in, just gets sick entry upon sick entry, and it just looked fantastic. This is what we need to see coming out from him as well. If he can continue in that form, that's where Flash have potential to be able to close out games. It relies quite heavily on, I think it's fair to say, him and Summer as that really big, impactful duo.
Yeah, I mean, Attacker and Summer with the rifles having the impact. We saw K's trying to get aggressive with the AWP on Inferno. The problem was he wasn't really finding any excess with the AWP early on. But nevertheless, Flash Gaming 4-0 in the lead. Mac 10 now for Lovey as they go fast towards A main.
Molotov's going to be coming in to try and stop any information plays from TyLoo as they are held back. They go for the info play though anyway. The flashbang goes over. Kays will get the first frag. Captain Mo trades it back. There's somebody as well coming through as they're already into a 3 versus 3, but Attacker is on the case as he sprints round and rattles off a couple of those shots with the AK. No one is going to fall though, but Bondic goes down to Lovey in the meantime. Lovey as well should get this follow-up frag on Bentet if he pushes out. Right now they're just playing a little bit of game of OP Dory as they open and close it.
They do indeed. Bentet now last alive with the USP. Lovey wants to kill on the Mac 10, but it seems like the door is being closed upon him, and so are his chances. The bomb goes down on that B-bomb site. It's still the 1 versus 1 between Bentet and Lovey.
Yeah, he can tell he's played Open Dory before, as he will push through eventually. Takes down Lovey in the meantime, though, and can actually back off now and just stay alive, essentially, if he wanted to as well. He does have the M4 to play with. He can grab that smoke that fell. So he is going to get through this round with at least something that will be a bit of a silver lining for him.
Yeah, and that's about it right now for TyLoo, as they haven't managed to claim a round on the board. Surprised we haven't seen a pause coming out so far. Obviously, on Inferno, they were jumping on every opportunity to try and go for that 30-second tactical timeout. But I said it as well before the game started, Jack. It's very easy, once you lose the pistol, to be 0-5 down. And you guys can see why. TyLoo having a lack of firepower on the AWP onto Captain Mo, a lack of utility as well into that first buy round, and it showed. It's going to be 0-5 now in favor of Flash Gaming, as this time, which we're not really used to seeing, Jack, they're the ones with the swift lead.
Yes, it's true. You know, normally we expect this scoreline to be reversed as Flash struggle in the early openers. They have shown that multiple times.
Round number 6, AWP into play now from Captain Mo. 4 M4s to finish up the rest of the TyLoo buy. For Flash Gaming, 5 AKs, no AWP yet for Ks, as so far the 5 AK setup has been working. No reason to change or fix what isn't broken. Molotov out towards sandbags, but no one's playing there just yet from TyLoo as the push comes in towards middle. Summer gets boosted.
Oh, Summer just sitting there in the fire. Luckily, he's just able to edge far enough back so it isn't going to connect towards him. They might not actually expect him to be here as well, due to the fact of that Molotov setting ablaze that boosted angle.
Yeah, 1 minute 20 on the clock, still 5 versus 5 as the bomb makes its way towards A main and door. It's going to be Summer towards middle, and apart from that, 4 players from Flush Gaming outside this A site.
Smoke going to go down as they push their way around, as they exit out. Let's see if they actually can find success into this one. Bentet and Bondic come through. There's somebody as well. TyLoo looking effective so far. Everyone is going down. It's all up to Attacker. And the big man can't do anything this round.
Yeah, finally TyLoo claiming a round of the board, going 1 to 5. They are still in a 4-round deficit. Then again, they had many players surviving. I believe it was 4, which means their money isn't really too impacted. One of the causes for concern sometimes when your defense is you win that first round if you're 5-0 down or in a large deficit, and then you get instantly reset, right? You win that 1 round with 1 or 2 players surviving, you get reset, and at that point, you're basically blessed with a curse. Nevertheless, they're round number 7, and it is 1 to 5 for an advantage still for Flush Gaming, as they want to try and keep their pedal pushed down and keep the tempo high. It's going to be the bomb dropped outside A main, as it's going to be once more the slow default from Flush Gaming. It's the holding for the aggression from TyLoo, expecting for them to go for the aggressive and audacious peak so far.
So Flash, slow and steady, as they are deciding upon what they actually want to do right now. Situated further towards that A bomb site, as the bomb just left down as well. K's on 23 HP. So it depends if he will actually be a little bit of a hindrance when they go for their play.
Yeah, has the AWP as well. So he can try and duel Captain Mose, which is situated towards the B site. Obviously at that point, the fact he is low HP would be making 0 difference. And still the 55 seconds left. Flash go back towards middle. But then again, somebody this time towards sandbags. And this is surprising actually when you consider the fact that they modded out last round, but nevertheless, DD will get a reply kill. DD gets a second as well, but eventually will be traded up by K's. 3 versus 3. Oh, K's on 1 HP.
Yeah, as they push their way in now, trying to get that entry towards the B bomb site. Some are going to go swiftly through. Captain Mode eggs down Attacker. Bentet will also fall to K's, as it's up to Summer and K's to try and work their magic. Captain Mo and Bondic, the last 2 remaining CTs. What can they actually achieve? Summer will bypass the smoke, slip his way up towards the site. Captain Mo has a molly, though. If he gets that down on the prime angle, it can be very effective. But Summer luckily repositions just in the nick of time. Tries to go for a bit of an audacious play as well, but Kays will find the shot. Doesn't matter that he's got 1 HP when he can still punish the opposition. Bondic as well sprints through, but he wasn't ready for Summer.
Heartbreaking now for TyLoo as they're going to be reset. Summer wins the 1 versus 1. Bondic does go down. And now the scenario for TyLoo as to how they're going to be allocating their resources in terms of this purchase and this buy. AWP dropped over to Captain Mo, but no Kevlar for him as he only has 3.4k left to drop over and M4 and buy a smoke grenade. But nevertheless, off the back of that AWP drop, it will be 3 M4s, FAMAS for somebody. Bentet once again going to be buying the kit for the TyLoo side, and for Flash, 5 AKs once more. Aggression, I thought was going to go towards A main, but a well-timed Molotov will delay TyLoo from getting close in towards A main.
TyLoo not having as effective as a CT side half right now, looking a little bit weak in terms of what they can actually bring to the table. Flash definitely looking strong and playing with great, graceful timing.
1 minute 15 and still a 5 versus 5 on the cards. As the bomb is left towards mid-main, as Flash Gaming hope that TyLoo go for the aggressive plays with their default. But then again, it seems like the late control of middle has really been working for them. Smoke towards connector, this time no Molotov towards sandbags. But thankfully for Flash Gaming, no one towards sandbags, or middle for that actually, from TyLoo. So mid-control going to be conceded by TyLoo. Where are they going to stick their rotator, Bentet? Is he going to go towards B or A? And if so, will he make the right call?
Oh, somebody nearly actually gets taken down there, but there's the first fraction go the way of Summer as they get the entry back on towards DD. Seems like it will be a play in towards that B bomb site. Captain Mo attempting to stay alive as the push is just going massively in the favor of Flash. So easy for them to get these entries. Somebody in Bondic, I wouldn't be surprised if they just had to go for the save here.
Yeah, exactly. They have no money left in the tank, so they're going to have to potentially throw in the towel, try and save. Bondic will get that 1 exit kill onto Attacker. But apart from that, TyLoo will be throwing in the towel. Bondic and somebody going to be trying to save, as in chat, Bentet will be calling for the timeout, as Peacemaker is going to be trying to fix, with 30 seconds, what's left of this CT side from TyLoo.
Yeah, see what they can actually adjust, as obviously this has not gone well for them so far. The CT side looking very weak, very unstructured. And the thing is as well, it's a great start for Flash, because we know their T side, that is where their impactful momentum, tempo-based plays work a lot better. That is where they can really start to get into the driving seat. So them actually claiming 7 rounds now is going to be a good start.
Yeah, exactly. Dream scenario so far for Flash Gaming. You go 5-0 up, you concede a round, you then instantly reset the money from TyLoo, and you win 2 more consecutive rounds to force TyLoo potentially onto an eco. Somebody did save the FAMAS, Bondic saved the AK. The only issue is the players that saved from TyLoo do not have enough cash to drop over a rifle. They could drop over UMPs if they were to go for the force buy. This could be what? 2 UMPs, FAMAS, an AK, a CZ maybe. Or they can simply just play for an eco, allow Flash Gaming to go 1-8 up, and try and finish off the half 9-6, or at best 8-7.
Well, let's see what TyLoo have in store for us. Obviously right now as well, not the best buy coming through. They're going to be pretty lackluster into this one. It's only 2 players with weapons, Bondic and somebody. But TyLoo in the past, we have seen they can potentially get rounds going when they have these weak buys. It just depends on a little bit of luck and a little bit of confidence.
Push towards door from Bondic with the AK. Kevlar's well to back it up, but unfortunately he gets spotted up, but hasn't found the kill just yet.
Lovey, gonna face it, gets the spam. There's the first, nearly the second as well. Surely he should get this frag, as Captain Mo is so low. He does upgrade to the AK, but he's gonna be blowing out the server. Oh, he actually misses the nade. He couldn't quite get it through. He isn't the most effective with that, as he will go down. We now fall back into a 3 versus 5. TyLoo, they tried to go for that info play towards door and get the early frag, but it's not really gone down that way.
Has it indeed. They went for the right player, trying to get the AK into a position to get the early kills, but actually the kills are from the FAMAS from somebody and that CZ onto DD, but unfortunately the B site has been conceded, but not before Summer concedes his life. For 3 versus 2. As the bomb makes its way towards the site, can be planted now. But right now TyLoo, they have the advantage. They're lacking Kevlar though, and a kit. And as the bomb goes down, can they try and have this retake come to fruition in time?
Reposition coming back round. DD actually going to make his play through vents as the smoke is there, but are they going to be focusing towards it 100%? K's obviously still currently committed towards the angle, as he is a little bit dubious about someone coming in for the backstab as well. It's a 2 versus 3, depends on the timing. Bentet will peek through, he gets the double K's, looking fantastic with the rifle so far. Somebody as well forced to save now, nearly gets taken down with a spam.
Yeah, of course somebody has to save in that scenario. It's going to go 1-8. As this time TyLoo are the ones conceding the majority of the rounds, as they will be heading into a 7-round deficit on their CT side of cash. Flash Gaming looking stellar so far, and a complete shift in terms of what we saw from Inferno, as it will be round number 10. For TyLoo, their money isn't as strong as they want it to be. Not enough money for the AWP to be purchased so far from TyLoo. It's going to be 5 rifles, 1 AK saved by somebody to the last round, 4 M4s bought up. Somebody going to be buying the kits. Utility is decent right now for the CT side, but the only issue is Jack. Flash Gaming win this round. They make it 9-1. They then force TyLoo into another weak buy, CZs, Kevlar, and whatnot, where we've seen Flash Gaming topple them many, many times prior in this map. This could definitely be double digits here already for Flash Gaming early on in this first half on cash.
Yeah, this could be an incredible display, especially if Flash Gaming actually are able to nip back at their heels and pick this map up. Maybe there's a chance if we mosey on down to Cobblestone Town, but let's see. As currently, TyLoo want to try and bite back and nip against them, but Attacker with the entry, that is absolutely fantastic. Doubles it up as well as he follows it on, removing DD from the equation. Bentet is going to also follow the same suit. It's Bondic and Captain Mo remaining, but this has been an all-Flash Gaming round thus far. Captain Mo as well set ablaze. He peeks around, gets 1, gets 2 as he falls through the fire in flames before Summer will make quick work of him, leaving it all on Bondic in a 1 versus 3, but he is so far away from the action.
Most likely scenario here as well for Bondic is to go for that save, as Flash Gaming walk right into that B-bomb site with ease. And smartly as well, another tactical timeout going to be called by B.O.O.T. And Peacemaker will have his second opportunity to try and salvage the remaining rounds left for the CT side of TyLoo. As now Flash will get to 9 rounds already.
Bondik. Seemed like he should be able to get away with the save here, though, as he just holds away. No one really going to be extending towards him. But TyLoo still only 1 round on the board. This is the 9th now for Flash. They've won the half and then some.
Yeah, exactly. On your map pick as well, Flash Gaming, they don't decide the half. TyLoo wanted to start on the CT side. They were given the choice. And you can see right now in terms of the numbers and who's performing for TyLoo, everyone's sitting at around 5 kills. However, for Flash, of course, it's Attacker on 11 with the majority, and joining him at 11 kills is Kaze. And actually, Attacker and Kaze at the exact same scoreline, Jack. 11 kills, 1 assist, and 4 deaths.
Wow, there you have it.
And would you look at that?
Would you look at that, indeed. But looks like the pause has expired. They're all done and dusted. They're ready for that slight tactical input. Hopefully Peacemaker has provided them something that might aid them, because they need to make some adjustments soon. They have to get a buffer, Snods, because when they get through on that T side, if they don't have a buffer, they're going to be shut down in seconds.
What I want to see from TyLoo is a 1-3-1 setup on the CT side. I'd like to see an AWP, maybe a double AWP setup, maybe B.O.O.T towards the B site. Oh, sorry, Captain Mo towards the B site. B.O.O.T towards the A site. 3 rifles towards mid. That way you can rotate your smokes towards middle, your molotovs towards boost as well. Have the manpower and the setup to hold off for the aggression towards boost that Flash Gaming do in the latter portions of the round.
Oh, Captain Mo goes down. Not the best start. They are still trying to go for this deep play towards door, and Lovely just absolutely shuts it down every chance he gets. Somebody as well will fall as Attacker sprints in. He wants to take charge, but Bondik returns fire as he gets the spray down done. B.O.O.T comes in as well as he'll punish Summer. It's back into a 2 versus 2. Maybe there is potential if Bondik can find the frag on Kaze, which he achieves, and it's all left on Casa. A 1v2. Nade rolls out from Bondik. Luckily, he readjusts ever so slightly. His positional play is going to be so important, but he falls. B.O.O.T, AK in hand now as he scavages the weapon, but look where the bomb is.
The bomb towards T-Spawn, but B.O.O.T doesn't quite see it. As now Cars has to tiptoe his way through door towards T-Spawn and be paranoid that B.O.O.T could have possession of that bomb. And now B.O.O.T clearing the A side. This could be very, very poor timing for the Indonesian. If he peeks and clears A, and then goes back towards the B site as Casa goes back towards A. But actually it seems that their fates may be matched towards B if eventually B.O.O.T does go towards the aforementioned B site.
He's going to go for this play towards B. B.O.O.T having to rotate over now as he's finally cottoned on to what is actually occurring, realizing there's no time for Flash Gaming to have gone for that play at A site. So B.O.O.T 1v1 against Casa here. He has the rifle, but no armor. How is Casa actually going to opt to play this? And will he hear him coming? Drops his way down in towards vent, focusing quite heavily on towards upper. Not really readjusting. He does try and peek round now and go for the info play. Molotov going to come out as well. B.O.O.T full composure as he peeks round. Turns against the flashbang, but he's blind. Goes down as they get that 9th round. And they bring it up to 10-1 on the board for Flash Gaming.
Double digits now for Flash on their T side of cash. Bondik tried his hardest, a big 3k there with the salvage weapon into the round. But 3 wasn't quite enough. As B.O.O.T does fall in that 1 versus 1. And it will go to a 9-round advantage for Flash Gaming on the T side of cash. Now for TyLoo. Another attempt, another chance to try and claim a round on their buy round. It's going to be AWP onto Captain Mo. 4 rifles. Kit's strong utility as well right now for TyLoo. So real chance into this one. 5 AKs again for Flash Gaming as they've really found success without picking up that AWP. And it seems like just holding, playing passive, going for late mid-control has been working.
Oh, kills coming through though as Bondik will get the opener. There's the response from Lovey, the double entry. B.O.O.T's the only one that can try and stub out the fire as somebody will also work towards the same goal. Takes down Casa. The frag coming through from Summer as well as they have map control now and they can work out where they actually want to situate their play towards. Left in a 2v2. Summer and Attacker nowhere near as healthy as the 2 remaining TyLoo players though.
Summer, 2 HP. Towards white box, Attacker on 76 in mid-main. A minute left now for Flash Gamer to try and work and find an opening and a gap in TyLoo's CT defense right now. 2 versus 2 as DD is alone towards that B side, playing back boxes as well. Probably going to allow the bomb to go down and then wide face try to catch them both off guard. Or try and slip in when Flash Gaming aren't expecting it.
Let's see. As it did seem like it is going to be that play towards the B bomb site, obviously through vent control. DD is in position though. DD just waiting it out. He has no real reason to face just yet. He just wants to listen out for the audio cues and then play off the back of the timing. As this push will be coming through. Attacker peeks out at the correct time and does find that frag though. Takes down Diddy and it's all on Bentet once again. A 1v2. Can he win this? Look at the positional play here from Summer as well. If he needs to get his gun out, he's going to run straight through somehow. He tries to readjust in the correct time. It looked like he might have actually found that frag, but he will go down.
1 to 11 now. 4 Flash Gaming on their T side. Jack, it will be a 10-round advantage. Clean and cup. Another buy though from TyLoo is going to try and finish his half 11 to 4. That's really their best chance to for when it does flip over and they are on their T side. If they can make this 11 to 4, close out this half with 3 more rounds. Try and win the second half pistol, make it 11 to 7. The only issue is there, Jack. I'm thinking about 6 rounds being won in a row for TyLoo, and with how this half has gone, there's a very slim chance of that. It will be the 5 AK buy once more from Flash Gaming. No AWP for Captain Mo. Actually, the AWP's going to be bought by somebody, but there's no Kevlar to back it up. It's pretty wide in drop over to Captain Mo. 2 Famases and 2 M4s as well. So for TyLoo, this could be their last chance.
Yeah, getting down to the point where it's the last-ditch attempts now. Just basically hoping for the absolute best, but it's looking like it isn't going to end well for them.
1 minute 10 on the clock. Bomb towards B connector or useless. And it seems like Flash Gaming are going to group outside this B bomb site with DD holding on his lonesome, not playing towards checkers with early information, as Flash Gaming can walk in, being undetected now, as they can burst the site 1 versus 5.
Oh, DD as well. The time with the Famas needs to be on point here as they attempt to get that map control. Flashbang goes over, he peeks, gets one, troubles it up as well as he is able to get the second on towards Caster. Summer with a pretty far on the angle will strike and smite him down. Bentet going to peek out and only take 1 fight against Lovely as he now has to fall back as everywhere is going to be ignited. He actually is able to hold his ground for the meantime. Captain Mo peeks as well, but Summer lands the shot between his eyes with the AK there. Bentet pushes in, but Summer just keeping it up as everyone is going down. It's on Bondik and somebody to try and make this work. Bondik finds 1 kill. K's the only remaining man now. Nate gonna soar in, so he will be pushed out of his prime time position, but he tries to get the spray. Wasn't meant to be. Somebody finds the headshot.
Whips out the USP and will claim that final kill. Actually, no Kevlar as well, so there's definitely a chance there for that 1 versus 2 to go in favor of Flash. And if you remember as well, Jack, that was a 4 versus 2 retake towards that B site and still ended in a 2 versus 1 where TyLoo were peeking 1 by 1, giving away the advantage left, right, and center.
Yeah, just those overextensions, the aggressive faces that really came back to bite them in that scenario. They weren't able to do his best as their put have potentially done. Flash Gaming now as well. 5 rifles to work with TyLoo. They've got the AWP out on somebody, and you've got the rifles on the rest.
Exactly that. So, AWP for somebody this time actually has Kevlar, so the statement I made in the last round about him not dropping it over to Captain Mo purely because of the Kevlar was wrong, it seems. Lovely towards door, where he's spotted out by somebody, but he misses the flick.
Trying to continue up though as Lovey every time gets these entries. Luckily Bondik can actually punish him because of it this time. Or else that would have been the same play over and over again.
Yeah, push towards door. Has finally worked in favor of TyLoo. But not before Kays can walk out of A main and get that kill back onto Bondik. Fast reply though from Captain Mo as we're into the 3 versus 3.
3 versus 3. Over at B as they want to try and slip their way in. DD in position. Oh, DD in the elevated angle gets one. Drops the smoke as well to try and stay alive. And Shroud is position as he needs to punish Summer here. Holds the angle. Charges through. Second headshot comes out. There's Bentet for that kill on Summer. And that's now 3 rounds for TyLoo. Getting themselves in more of a manageable spot. If they get this 4th round, maybe it'll be enough of a buffer if they do actually fall short.
Exactly. For Flash Gaming, already claiming 11 rounds on their T side, they're going to be happy going into the second half regardless of this last round. Then again, we saw from TyLoo, if you remember, Jack, on Inferno in the first half, where TyLoo were 11-3 up, and we saw a pause from Peacemaker, even though there was a massive advantage for TyLoo. The reason being is this final round here, the difference between 11-4 and a 12-3, psychologically, is huge. If you are down 11-3, if you still feel like you can come back from it, win that second half pistol, and come back fighting, but a 12-3 really does dent you mentally.
Which makes it one round harder every time. Bondik as well. Look at that, the counter boost play as he finds Caster. They were not ready for this response from Kays. Brutal stuff as he snipes him down with that AK.
Does indeed. Now into the 4 versus 4. Summer is low, but look at the push from Captain Mo as he has the early information. And the jiggle peek from Attacker will eventually be his demise as they crouch through. Captain Mo misses the shot. Eventually will go down, but regardless though, Summer is on 2 HP, so even though it's a 3 versus 3 and you do usually favour the T's in that scenario, you could be putting your money on TyLoo in this one.
Potentially. As they look like they want to go for the boost, obviously Summer going to jump up into the elevated spot, get on top of Lovely's head, but they actually do go back. Him and Lovey want to try and make their play out towards that A site. Somebody is waiting for them to go for the peak. Obviously the quick rotate there from Bentet as well as he holds close on short. DD the only one that is not on the scene of the crime as this push is going to be coming out. Somebody peeks, gets the info, and that's all he needs. And I'll go for the pop flash. The rotate is coming through as well to try and aid them as he dives off the site to stay alive. Needs to play from a better power angle. Flashbang's coming back in. Waits for Bentet to attempt to aid him as well as he will get spotted out and still just toy with them. Bentet and somebody find the frags that were necessary for them. DD for the final kill on towards Summer, and they do go 4-11 at the half.
Potential now for TyLoo to come back into this one after being in an 11-1 deficit. We thought they potentially could be down and out, but instead they come back fighting. They close out that first half 11-4 as they claim the final 3 rounds, as they are only 1 map away from securing the second spot at the major qualifier and going forward into the Asian Minor Finals.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Can they actually get this back though? Is this where TyLoo can actually attempt to work their way back through, get 11 rounds and start to lock it down, or is Flash just going to come in hard and fast off the back of the pistols? That is going to be the question hot on everyone's minds currently.
Yeah, I mean, for Flash as well, we've seen them get close in games, have advantages in games between the two favourites. The issue is they can never close out games, and is the final to this first half, the final 3 rounds going in favour of TyLoo, is that foreshadowing a potential
back-to-back as TyLoo just have a measly 4 to aid them.
Indeed, Jack. Flash Gaming with a very convincing first half on their T side of Cash, Attacker, and K stepping up to the mark, being the lead fraggers right now for the Flash Gaming side. And those fraggers are definitely going to have to stay hot if they want to close this one out and get us to Cobblestone.
Yeah, Attacker and Co need to stay on point. Obviously, they looked very weak, very lackluster on Inferno. It was uncharacteristic of them, but they looked good here on Cash. Now then, second half kicking off. TyLoo moving on over that T side. Flash in their CT half. Is this where things might be a bit different?
I guess we are about to see TyLoo, if they can claim the second pistol on their T side. There is hope and potential. Nevertheless, though, Flash Gaming, they're no strangers to these USPs.
And that is true. They can definitely get some beautiful impact frags with these little weapons. But let's see if that is going to be the case as TyLoo right now sprint their way over towards that A site.
Yeah, they do indeed. TyLoo going to be wielding 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and a Molotov as well. So they're probably going to be smoking off highway, mollying out quad, using that second smoke maybe for default or towards highway as well. And they have the flashes to aid them to burst out A main.
As they set up and get ready to go for this play, they want to push their way around. K's obviously on the back of the site as well. K's gets the early entry as he punishes somebody. That was absolutely beautiful. As he now gets in the elevated angle as well, ready to do more. K's having a sick pistol round thus far, but unfortunately goes down. Didn't realize that DD was behind him. Didn't have eyes in the back of his head. Bondik as well wants to push through the smoke as it will dissipate. He has to fall back. Timing is awful, but at least he stays alive as they're in a 3 versus 4 stalemate.
Kit onto Casa. Has Lovey with the drop onto DD. But Attacker actually will claim that frag. It's going to be the 4 versus 2. Bentet now in the 1 versus 2.
Oh, Bentet peeking out, trying to run the risk as He needs to try and pick this round up. Bentek goes huge so far, but he extends back. Attacker will find him and get that kill. Has the kit as well. That is going to be the opening pistol round for Flash Gaming. A horrific start for TyLoo.
It is indeed. Both pistols going to be won by Flash. Actually, almost all pistols won by Flash so far. Hey, it is all, I think. So on Inferno, they won both of them. And of course, on the second map as well, Cash, they have won both of them. So 4 out of 4 pistols from Flash Gaming. That really is testament to how individually skilled these players are, right? You're looking at Kaze, you're looking at Attacker, you're looking at Lovey and Summer or Fancy. And these players can really step up to the mark, especially in the pistol rounds. But nevertheless, it will be TyLoo on 4. As the bomb was planted, they will be going for an eco into this one, Jack, potentially allowing Flash Gaming to get to 13. From round number 18, they will go for that AK buy.
Yeah, basically have to just concede this one essentially for free and then attempt to reset it off the back of that. Let's wait and see though, is obviously just waiting for the push to come towards them right now on the side of Flash Gaming. In terms of the investment, it's all for cash building. Attacker and Cast, the only two that are going to go for the actual rifle buys. One of them being a FAMAS as well, of all weapons.
Yeah. Obviously, with the FAMAS, you usually can buy more utility, but Cast has already used it. As he is playing towards middle, so he's obviously smoked out mid-main. More need potentially towards boost. Still has a flashbang to work with, but he's hiding towards sandbags. A good position to play versus an eco because you're far back, and you know that TyLoo, with the pistols, with the lack of money, will not be able to afford Molotovs to flush you out.
Going to go for this burst over now, though, as they will go for the play. Casa from behind sandbags gets one, but there's the trade back from somebody. Attacker him in the meantime, just spraying away. We'll be able to grab 2 before somebody punishes him with a Glock and grab the M4 as well, as it'll be him and Bondik to try and close this one out, or at least do some more damage to that CT side economy. Oh, Kaze with the long-range Mag 7 shot that one towards somebody there.
Yeah, slaps him down essentially. Bomb in possession now of Flash Gaming. Bondik last alive in the 1 versus 3. Not really too much you can do in this scenario, as he will be taken down by the HE grenade. 13-4. And TyLoo, after getting the bomb down in the second half pistol, can buy. This is going to be Galil onto Captain Mo. 4 AKs to finish off the rest of the TyLoo buy. Good utility as well to work with. So if there's any chance of the comeback to come to fruition, and for TyLoo to really come back and keep this one competitive, it has to be now.
TyLoo. The buy they've gone for. 4 AKs, you've got the Galil on Captain Mo, tons of utility snods, and it looks like it will be that A-take once again.
Will indeed. Obviously, Flash Gaming had success towards the A site versus TyLoo, so I want to see if they can bring that right back down to earth for them. Anyway, it's going to be played towards middle. This time with 1 minute 30 left on the clock here, so TyLoo trying to catch Flash Gaming off guard.
Pushing their way straight up right now as the smokes do go down. Here's the boost coming out from Attacker, but he's caught off. He's warded back by the smokes. Kaze, though, does damage on towards ZD as he takes him down with the Max 7. Captain Mo going to return fire with the Galil. They've secured site control, and they can punch in those numbers to get the bomb planted.
4 versus 4 kits for the CT side, but Ben10 finds one onto Lovely. Not before Summer that can chime in and get the kill onto somebody. It's going to be 3 versus 3 now, as the bomb takes ever so down. As Attacker gets another one, it's going to be the 3 versus 2. The advantage now in the core of Flash Gaming.
Oh, but it goes back in favor of TyLoo as Bondik and Captain Mo find the actual frags that were so vital to the round, but it's all on Attacker. The clutch master himself for the side of Flash Gaming goes for his push in. Look at the positional play here from Mo, though. He has no idea of where he is. Dazed and confused about this, trying to work out where he is going to be. Captain Mo peeks up, and TyLoo get the round.
5-13. Nevertheless, though, it will be 8 rounds required to match that from Flash Gaming, currently seated at 13. So, Red number 19 and Flash Gaming, their money isn't looking so good. They have 5,000 onto Summer, 4,000 for Kaze. But the issue is Casa and Lovely on 1,700. So if they did buy here, it would be weak. If they save as well, only, I believe, 3 players can buy an M4. So the question is for Flash, you have so many rounds to play with. Do you take risks and go for potential low buys, or 3 M4s, 2 ZZs, 2 UMPs? Do you take the chances and roll the dice, or do you simply save and play it safe, knowing that you will find success and put faith in your buy rounds?
Oh, force the full back here. Casa as they Nearly did spot him out. Obviously, Flash Gaming already pretty broken in terms of their economy. Oh, the backstab comes round. Look at that. What an absolute mockery. Somehow he's only just been killed. There's the punish as well from Summer as he finds the frag back on Captain Mo. 3 versus 4 in the round now as they've only just got on the site.
4 versus 3. Flash Gaming now need to try and win this retake. Without Kevlar, onto 2 of the players, just Attacker wielding that armor. As TyLoo can just hold the angles and wait for these CZs to push into them.
Attacker. Oh, gonna get tagged down fairly low as this push is coming around. Casa here looking like he wants to be the one to go in, all guns blazing with the CZ. Bondic as well, just waiting out, goes for the spam round. TD will get that frag towards Casa, and there goes the save for Flash Gaming. That is going to be a 6 now on the board for TyLoo.
Not before though, Kays can find one. Eventually gets taken down though. And the fact that we see the save from Attacker, will that be signaling that Flash Gaming are going to play it nice and safe and concede another round, go for a double eco? But I guess we're about to find out. As we head into round number 20, 6-13. As TyLoo are now on the T side on cash. An Attacker instantly buys an M4. And alongside him will be 3 M4s, 2, actually just 1 UMP from Lovely, and a FAMAS for Casa. Lovely has $400. I hope he buys a kit.
Well, let's see what they are going to actually do then as we get back into the round.
Lovely has $400 left and forgets to buy the kit. This could be detrimental for Flash.
Yep. If they get left into a scenario with no kit off the back of Lovey not buying it, it could be quite annoying.
So, fast play again from TyLoo towards middle. We saw Flash hold at the start of the round and then eventually towards 50 to 40 seconds. Burst over boost. But instead, TyLoo don't want to waste any time holding angles and playing passive. They know that Flash have no reason to push. As the other ones with the current lead. Good flash though, Summer goes for the face, finds one.
Oh, tries to get the second, but he couldn't quite claim it as Bondic will take him down. Somebody as well going to fire his way through, but look how low they are there, all fairly weak. Bondic will actually fire through though, takes down Casa. It's all on Lovey in a 1v2. He has the UMP, tons of utility to play with.
But no kit. No kit, even though, look at your top left, he's got $400. Nevertheless though, Bondic is low, that could be the silver lining that he needs. As already, he comes in swinging. Charges
straight in towards the bomb site, as he will actually sprint through. He should just be backstabbed here immediately as well. Bondic doesn't even need to peek, he's just going to play with DD, try and bait for each other. Frag comes through, and they get their 7th round as they actually are starting to find a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, you can see now Bondic's getting fired up, the screams, the cheers are coming out. Flash Gaming only able to gather 2 rounds after winning the pistol. Usually if you are at a 11-4 first half and you win that second half pistol, you don't allow the T to get the bomb down, or you are on the T side yourself. You could easily have had, what, 14-4, and at that point it could be over, but instead TyLoo are still fighting in this one. It will be the eco coming out from Flash Gaming, just going to be Kevlar for Summer, HE grenade as well. 4 CZs, P250 onto Casa, and 5 AKs onto TyLoo. You can see TyLoo as well. They understand that the commodity right now isn't money, it's rounds. There's no reason to take the risk with the MAC-10 or the UMPs to stack up cash. They cannot falter at any moment into this second map.
Yeah, it's got to be flawless, essentially, as them actually achieving it in a fashion other than that isn't going to be achievable. It's just more so Flash Gaming waiting to get themselves back with a buy and then work their way through in that fashion. TyLoo, they have to win round upon round as they make their play in towards this B bomb site. Lovey is going to be the first point of contact. Flashbang goes through to try and give them a break in the defense. Pete comes round, Lovey just contact face. It does fall short. Summer as well, going to fire back, only gets one, but Captain Mo will eliminate his brothers in arms as they push in. Captain Mo with a double headshot there. Oh, on the triple now for Mo as he mows them down, leaving it all up to K's.
No Kevlar, just going to be wielding that CZ as his teammates did fall at the hands of Captain Mo. Unless we see something quite spectacular, Jack, it's looking likely that TyLoo will get to 8. And at that point, they're only 5 rounds apart from Flash Gaming.
Yeah, actually pretty close now. Considering what the scoreline was at the half, impactful to think, obviously, this is going to be that 8th round now, you'd imagine, as the bomb has gone down. Case will fall.
He will indeed. So going into this round number 21, Flash Gaming did go for the eco into this round number 22. So how much have they left to this one to invest into? And let's take a look at the buys. It will already be M4s for Lovely and Attacker. K's right now weighing up the odds as to whether or not he wants to bring out the AWP. And no. Is that a lack of confidence? Does he feel like he doesn't need the AWP? You can see he's on 20 kills already, so whatever he's doing so far has been working. Potentially no reason to try and fix what isn't broken. But it will be no AWPs in the server. Captain Mo with the AK, and K's on the M4. An advantage for TyLoo into this round is the fact that once again, Flash Gaming have forgotten to buy a kit. They have good utility, but without that defuse kit, it really does reduce and diminish their chances in the retakes.
These slow rounds as well, trying to keep everyone on the edge of their seats, waiting down to the wire before they actually go for the decision-making based plays. Right now a spam towards that B side, but not going to connect on anyone that was situated there as they regroup, link up with the bomb, and it seems like go for a late round A take.
Yeah, I mean TyLoo obviously have been favouring the A side on these buy rounds. They sense weakness there from the likes of K's essentially. In previous games, I mean, versus Renegades, you remember how good K's was towards quad. But right now, he isn't wielding that AWP. He's using the M4, and without the AWP, it's a lot harder to solo the site. As the grenades get lined up and the flashes, smokes and molotovs rain down on the A site. Here comes the push.
Push coming through as they are trying to slip onto the site. Somebody gets the early edge, though. Somebody as well keeps it going. Snods double or nothing now as he finds the headshot back on towards Attacker. This is fantastically played. There's the spam from Karsa, but it won't connect towards anyone. Flash Gaming seeming like they realize saving is going to be easier than running the risk here. This is going to be the 9th round for TyLoo. They're getting closer and closer by the second of equalizing the scoreline.
They have to save here. If they do, they can drop over the 2 weapons for Attacker and K's. They can go for a rebind to round number 23. And the first tactical timeout going to be called by Flash Gaming as they're sensing something's not quite right.
Yeah, realizing they need to try and talk this through, obviously hash it out, see if there's something they can actually change. Carson on the contact angle here should go down as well as he's being hunted ever so slightly, but they will let him live. They're going to give him a little bit of time to back off and chill out. But TyLoo now have 9 rounds on the board, so it's not far away from equalizing this scoreline. It just depends if this is where Flash Gaming can work out what needs to change. Have they discovered what the issues are, and do they know how to fix them?
Questions being asked and floating around the Flash Gaming side as to what they can change going forward. TyLoo have been heading towards the A site. I mean, you can see K's as well. That anchor towards there, usually with the AWP, he's so strong getting multiple kills towards quad. When you are rifling though, and you play quad, it's a lot harder to get those kills, obviously. You hold the angle towards their main, you get that first kill, you peek the right side, you hold the left side of their main, you get the second kill. You hold the right side of default, you get the third kill. You know, it's all systematic for an AWPer. But when you have the M4 and you have to be far more flexible and fluid, it seems like Case is struggling. 9-13 as TyLoo have managed to bring back this scoreline a lot closer than Flash Gaming would have liked it to be. As we do see a 3 M4 buy, Diga for K's and CZ for Karsa.
Now then, Flash Gaming, are they going to be able to stop TyLoo from getting their 10th round on the board and being only 3 rounds away from equalizing? Or are they just going to have to let it go?
I think the fact that they didn't drop over M4s to Karsa and K's is a sign, Jack, that they want to bring out a double AWP setup. Or the AWP onto Karsa. They know that TyLoo go very heavy towards middle. If I was trying to give my input, I would also have 1 up towards A, 1 up towards B, 3 rifles towards middle, maybe play 1 towards vent, 1 towards sandbags, 1 towards highway. Have a flash peek and you double face from sandbags and vent, something along those lines with a flash from highway. But nevertheless, as right now the bomb is outside B main, and so are 3 players from TyLoo as they hold. And they gather their thoughts as they wait for the peek to come in from Flash.
Okay, I'm ready to try and go for this play in towards the B-bomb site. The stack is going to be vital. It just depends if they're ready for this play. Bomb slowly tiptoeing around. Look at the utility as well, Snarls. They can smoke, they can flash, they can get that Molotov in position as well and draw them out, but they just drive face it. Lovey will get the first frag. There's DD with the response. The Molotov as well allows somebody to take down Attacker, but do they know Carcer is on their site as well? Summer from the elevated angle gets not one, but 2 frags as he strikes whilst the iron's hot.
2 versus 3. Carcer in the back lines. We'll get that kill onto DD, leaving just Bondic in the 1 versus 3. And they know exactly where he is. 15 seconds left as he tries to do his damage, but there's no time.
Yep. Cannot win the round. That is going to be Flash Gaming at least getting their 14th. TyLoo should have money to play with at least.
They should do after winning, I believe it was 5 rounds in a row. And instantly a pause going to be called by Peacemaker. As we see it time and time again from TyLoo, as soon as Flash Gaming gain a round or gain momentum, the pause is called. And you can see Peacemaker saying, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? What are the reasons for your actions?
Trying to ask them what they need to change as well and drill that through and see if they can actually switch some things up here. As it looks like it, it definitely helped them out over on Inferno when we saw these pauses coming through. Is that going to be the same case now on Cash?
9 to 14. TyLoo 5 rounds behind Flash Gaming. And for Flash as well, having 3 players survive and winning the round with 2 players not even investing into it means they do have 4,000 onto 3 of the players, which means even if TyLoo win this round, Jack, and it goes 10 to 14, Flash can still have a 3 rifle buy as they're forced buy back into it. But it will be round number 24. 5 AKs for TyLoo is still Captain Mo doesn't want to wield the AWP.
I want to stick with this 5 rifle setup. I want to go for the faster burst style of CS.
Yeah, I mean, when you do play the 5 rifle setup, you are far more flexible on your T side. You can obviously go for the group and trade game. You can also go for the executions, having the AKs to bounce around those smokes, work around the flashbangs and turn for the flashes and avoid and dodge Molotovs on sites. It's far more flexible than an AWP. But the only issue is it can quite impact how you play for entries when you are lacking that AWP.
Nade's going to be coming out right now as they do go for this play out towards the A. Bomb site, there's the entry though from Bentet as he'll take down Kays. Summer as well, forced to try and reposition right now as the smokes have bloomed across the board. He wants to get the entry, but Bentet will find that headshot and remove him from the equation. TyLoo looking like they should get their 10th round now.
3 versus 5. Flash Gaming currently looking at their money and they can see how low it is. If these players survive, they can have another buy, a full buy at that. So it is crucial that they get away scot-free and don't give away their lives before the timer does eventually tick away.
Yeah, get out of there. Don't let a bomb blast. Don't try and die to anything ridiculous. Just try and hold on to those weapons because they can actually get the full buy back out if they do save these guns.
Exactly. And they want to try to get to 15. That is the goal here for Flash. Secure 15 and get over this mental hump where it's so difficult for Flash Gaming, it seems, to close out games even when they have a massive advantage. We saw versus Renegades, they were 12 to 6 up. They lost that match, 16 to 14. Could it happen for a 3rd time in a row in the course of 2 days from Flash Gaming? As now the buy will come in, as it will be the AWP onto K's. Summer has 5.6k, so if they want to go for the double setup, like I suggested, but they won't. 3 M4s, 1 Kalashnikov for Carcer, and the AWP onto K's. Kits this time for Flash Gaming. That's one of the biggest differences I've seen so far on this buy, which should be a warm welcome. And for TyLoo, you can see already 3 players towards A as they sense so much weakness here.
Oh, this push coming in. K's boosted up. Finds a frag eventually, he takes down Bentet, tries to push back through as well, but does he realize there's a man so close and personal to him? They've actually bypassed, they've got out towards the A site, they are behind him. He wouldn't have informed his teammates about this. They can absolutely dismantle the setup now as they get Attacker and the follow-up frag on Carcer. Huge play from somebody.
4 versus 3 now. K's is still locked in towards A main. A good flash should be able to allow Bondic to cross towards the side as well, as the second flash will tag him up as well. Fast rotation in from Lovely as he comes towards Car, but look at that frag going in favor of Flash, turning it into a 3 versus 3.
Oh, Diddy as well, trades back as he takes down Lovey. They have site controls, the bomb will be planted, it's all on Kays and Summer, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have to go for a bit of a save here.
But then again, Kays is close. If you can find a kill, turn it into a 2 versus 2, this could definitely be a round that Flash Gaming can try and claim. No kit though, but there are kits towards the side they can pick up.
It's true. Just the likelihood of them actually finding these initial frags is going to really be quite hard for Molotovs coming through as well, especially if they go down. The rebuys that will be coming out won't be as fantastic. DD still just waiting, hoping the push is going to come in as those Flash Gaming players are playing for the exit frags. Jumps round, look at the panic on Kays as he eliminates him.
Summer will be trying to save, but look at this. Captain Mo hot on the pursuit, trying to sniff out Summer.
Oh.
And he will find that kill. 11-14, no players surviving for Flash Gaming, no players saving. This has to be a pause or something to deny the momentum from TyLoo.
They have gone for the pause. Seems like they have realized they need to try and switch things up. They have to adjust something. But look at the cash, Snods. It is going to be, at the very least, a 12-14 scoreline before Flash can reinvest.
Yeah, I mean, one of the issues you can have on your CT side is you see the horrific $1,400 in your bank balance. That's what you don't want to see, right? That basically signals a double eco or a weak force buy, then an eco, and that's basically 2 rounds given away. And if that happened, Jack, that could easily be 14-13. Nevertheless, though, it will be the half buy. You can see Flash Gaming all have roughly $2,000, so they can buy up into round number 27. So, 4 CZs and a Mag 7 with 2 smoke grenades and Kevlar on attacker to try and match TyLoo into this current round. 5 AKs from them again, of course, no for Captain Mo, but then again, so far they haven't really been needing it.
These nades going to be coming out towards the A-bomb site as they lob whatever they can. A little bit of damage being done.
Yeah, they're trying to hope that they can force a stack from Flash towards the B site by creating a lot of noise. A smoke as well, and a Molotov could come out towards the B site to try and finally sell that fake home and get Flash to send 2 or 3 extra players towards the B site so they can walk right into A without resistance. But then again, Cast are boosted up here on the single box behind Red, and K's are forklift as well. As TyLoo re-enter A main, but they're also going to be entering the domain of Flash Gaming, where 3 players currently reside.
TyLoo getting ready to go for this burst towards the A-bomb site as the nades will be soaring through, and they'll be setting themselves up to try and go for this play. Summer as well, completely blind now as the map control is being encroached upon. Somebody will be the one to make the play. Will he get the entry? Finds the shot as he removes Summer from the equation. Furthermore as well, charges straight up short. Caster is holding close by, but the flashes will allow them safe passage, but Kays finds the kill with the USP and trades it back. DD comes into the actual round though, as he does a bit of damage there. Bentet as well, going to find that frag back. Everyone is going down. This is going to be a 12-14 scoreline.
TyLoo in touching distance now of equalising the scoreline from Flash Gaming. As on their second half, they've only been able to claim 1 buy round, Jack. From a 13-3 lead, as soon as the rifles came into play, it's been 9-1 in terms of the buy rounds in the second half.
Instant tack pause there as well for TyLoo, as they use their final one on this T side right now to readjust themselves, have themselves ready to win this out.
So, Peacemaker trying to get the last call he can, potentially before Flash Gaming could claim 15 a match point. But then again, are they stunting their own growth and holding back their own momentum? Something I guess we're about to find out.
Well, let's wait and see as Flash Gaming, the reinvestment will come through. M4's on the door, as they also have the smokes as well. The rest of the utility a little bit low. Only 1 kit as well on Lovey.
Exactly, we've seen a real distinct lack of people buying kits for Flash Gaming. Then again, it hasn't had an impact into this second half. It's really been down to TyLoo's entries across the board. They've gone towards A time and time again, and with that they found the kill each and every time. Onto Kays, or onto Attacker. And this is the thing, versus Renegades, yes, Attacker had 20 kills on the first half on his T side, but on his CT side, if you remember, Jack, he had 2 kills. Simply put, that isn't good enough. But will Flash Gaming eventually wake up and try and close this one out and send us over to Cobblestone?
All they need is 2 rounds. Meanwhile, TyLoo needing 4. as this push is coming in towards the A-bomb site.
It is indeed, but actually the push is eventually going to be going from B towards A, as it will be the door burst from Bentep and Bondic, and the remainder of TyLoo are going towards B trying to sell a fake, but will it really pay off?
Is it going to draw the mass rotate that they desire, as they are trying to sell the idea of the fake? Oh, one player goes down though. ZD hits the deck. They push out towards the A site. Kaze as well finds the initial frag. Attacker comes through. There's Casa, and it's all up to Captain Mo now to try and stop this, or Flash Gaming will get themselves that 15th round. Attacker will go down, but there's Lovey for the critical kill as Captain Mo falls.
15-12. And did that pause come back to haunt them? Peacemaker. Obviously, I don't think he has any pauses left. I believe that is all 4 of them used up. So no more time to talk for the coach for TyLoo. 12-15. TyLoo need 3 to force OT. We've already seen them versus Renegades yesterday on Inferno when they brought it back to overtime, when they were the ones facing 15. Can they do it for the second time, though? 2 days in a row. I guess we're about to find out, as it will be 1 minute 30 on the clock. Bomb outside mid main, as TyLoo for once are playing quite a slow round. Usually they're all grouping outside A, bursting towards B or towards door, or going heavy over boost towards middle. This time it's something different as they hold and they play more passive. Maybe the realization as to what's on the line has suddenly hit them.
TyLoo need to have a flawless game now, as this push is coming out. They know they can do it, but let's see if it's actually physically achievable. It's right now just toying with the poor souls towards that A site.
Bomb towards useless. 2 players from TyLoo coming out of A main and Bentep again towards Falcons. We found success from this position before, joined by Bondic, but it's enough to really find success as Flash already found the first attack against the kill onto Bondic. And now it's only Bentep towards A.
Push coming through, Bentep trying to see if he can do some damage, but the true play going down at B. Lovey with the counter flash as he will peek round. He is tagged down so low before he's even out on the smoke. He couldn't emerge in time, but there's the kill from Summer, the double kill as well. Summer goes big as he finds the hat trick. He looks like he single-handedly wanted to push this into the 3rd map, and they will do so. Flash Gaming take cash, a 16-12 scoreline. We will be heading on over to Cobblestone as our 3rd and final map to decide out of either of these squads